What's up, people? So in this video, I'm going to be showing off some of the dinos that can help you out in tier 7 with the bionics. For starters, we're using the Primordial Reaper. This one is pretty good for most of the bionic tier. I wouldn't necessarily use the Primordial Reaper against Bob. It's gonna have a harder time with that particular boss. But as far as everything else in tier 7, you shouldn't have a difficult time at all. Just make sure that you have the light pet on your shoulder and that it's charged in order to charge your Primordial Reaper. Without it, you'll pretty much just die almost immediately. Next up, we have the Bionic Basilisk. This thing can defeat Bob. All the rest of the Bionics shouldn't give you any difficulties, but if you take this into the boss fight against Bob, then make sure you have plenty of healing potions, because as you'll see in this video, he does a good amount of damage to the Basilisk. So you gotta keep the ancient healing potions in your dino's inventory, so you can click on that. I always keep a couple on my hotbar along with stamina potion. At this point in the fight, I just end up running over and bringing the aggro over to my Havoc Indominus Rex. Still trying to get a feel for this boss and figure out whether or not you could beat him with the Bionic Basilisk. You can, I just wasn't on top of my healing game, and I didn't want to lose the Basilisk to this fight. As long as you pay attention to your health better than what I was doing, you should be able to defeat Bob with the Bionic Basilisk. Next up, we have the Tiger War Chief. This one has already consumed the War Chief reactor. You don't really need it for this fight, but if you're trying to farm Bob or any of the other bionics, then it makes these fights a lot easier if your War Chief has the reactor. To be honest, I'm pretty sure all of the War Chiefs, once they have the reactor equipped, can easily defeat everything in tier 7. You might get to a point where you're gonna have to farm for materials, and if you do, War Chief with the reactor, pretty good combo. As you can see, I run over to my Havoc, Ultimate Havoc Indominus Rex. And these things, pretty tanky. I mean, it'd be like a slow battle using this dino, but it can definitely get the job done. Just a little bit slower compared to the War Chief with the reactor. So the Alpha Rex, along with the Primordial Reaper and the Bionic Basilisk, those are for, I would use them to defeat Bob once. I wouldn't necessarily farm Bob with these three. That's why I sped the video up, because I mean, this fight takes a long time, like a really long time. But if you're just trying to get in there to defeat Bob the first time, any of those three will get the job done. This alpha isn't the legendary Tyrannosaurus, it's just still in the alpha phase with a normal saddle. It doesn't have the improved saddle on. So keep that in mind. It's gonna be a long fight, but it will get the job done. Now, if you're using any of those three against the other Bionics, definitely easier than Bob. Now, if for whatever reason you're using the Warden Giga or the Warden Reaper to fight Bob, you gotta be farming it or something, because this is just way stronger than Bob. No contest. The Warden Reaper and the Warden Giga can easily farm Bob over and over, no sweat. Alright, and this last fight is just to showcase the ultimate Spectral Dodo Wyvern, and to show that it can survive in this boss fight. It can definitely kill Bob. It's gonna be slow. I would use the ultimate Spectral or ultimate Havoc if you're trying to get your initial kill on Bob. Wouldn't necessarily use those, or the Primordial Reaper for that matter, to farm Bob. You can, but it's just a slow process. I would go for either War Chief with the reactor or one of the Wardens in order to farm Bob in a quick fashion, you know? Anytime you get your Spectral or Havocs, It's definitely important to get them to their ultimate form, especially if you're trying to fight bosses with those creatures. It's just a night and day difference. Also, don't forget about your chibis. Some of them offer up bonuses, so make sure you have a chibi with you as well. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Hopefully it'll help you power through tier 7 or give you some insight on how to efficiently farm tier 7. Until the next time, catch you guys later.